Hi, this is William O'Brien in Naples, Florida. Today I'm going to show you a investment property scenario where the owner can use it part-time in the winter months and then rent it out the remainder of the year in order to have a cash-producing, inflation-protected asset on their hands. And I'll go over what attributes to look for and what return you can ultimately expect from the property. So for this example, I'm going to take a villa that is currently on the market for $420,000. First off, let's go over the attributes to look for. Number one, pay attention to the HOA or COA rental rules and restrictions, because roughly 90% of Naples properties will be in an association that has some kind of rental restriction on the property. At this HOA on the subject property, Heritage Greens, you have a minimum lease restriction of 30 days, and you can lease it out 12 times a year max. Those are probably, the most lenient rental restrictions you'll get in Naples. Yes, there are some Airbnb short-term nightly rentals out there, but they are typically higher priced, have higher HOA fees. So all things considered, these rules are pretty good for an investment property here. I like to look for at least 30 days or less and 4 times a year or more to give yourself some breathing room. Number two, location. Ideally, you'd like to stay 15 minutes or less from the beach. It's nice to be able to say that when you market such a rental. I would not stray farther than 30 minutes. At that point, it's a detriment to the rental. This condo is 25 minutes from Vanderbilt Beach. You can see it's a straight shot, a little east of 75 there, so not bad there. Number three, property attributes. It's nice to have 2 beds, 2 baths, or 3 beds, 2 baths, 2 beds plus den. A nice view of the water or golf course is also great. Right here, they've got both. And also that it's relatively modern, updated, and bright. Also, first floor is ideal. Second floor is okay. If it's on the 3rd floor, make sure there's an elevator in the building. Walking up 3 flights of steps, I can almost guarantee you'll never see those renters again. And in this case, we have a villa. Ideal, 1st floor, no one's above you. Have a washer and dryer in the unit. Some actually don't. And make sure there's a community pool as well, because that's not always present. So our subject property fits all of this criteria. In this example, I have the owner just using it for 1 month in the winter, let's just say January, and it'll be rented out the remainder of the year if they play their cards right. So in Naples, January through March are the top months. We have, February can garner, February and March could garner around 6,000. April is a fringe month where we have that 4,000. May through December, that is where you may get a longer term rental, and an off-season rent will be roughly half of that is in-season rent. So we have it marked as $2,800. Total rent, it's roughly $38,000. Estimated expenses going into this, I have HOA fees, property tax, insurance. I do have property management in there. If you have experience with rentals and you found yourself to be a good landlord, you could give it a try. It always helps to have boots on the ground, at least, potentially having a leasing agent do it as well. The total annual expenses, I have it roughly $16,000. So net income, roughly $22,000, which would be a 5 to 6% cap rate. That doesn't include any appreciation from the condo either. Factoring in appreciation, maybe 2 to 3% a year to be conservative in that respect. And you get to use it for 1 month of the year. Now that could be broken up into 2 weeks in December, say 2 weeks in April, and do it that way. There's many ways to skin a cat in that regard. That is one such an example. And if there's any other similar properties you'd like to see on the market for me to run the numbers, I can do that. It's fairly easy for me. Or if you have another property that you're just wondering, hey, can I get a similar 5 to 6% return on this one? I'll try to give you the best case scenario on it as well, or at least a range scenario, worst case to best case. So thanks. Hope you again learned something today. If you want to reach me to ask me any questions, I'm at naplesinvestmentproperty.com.